Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mountain Lake Journal. I'm Tom Halleck. As the budget deadline nears, lobbying has intensified this week in Albany over Governor Cuomo's proposal to raise the state's minimum wage to $15 an hour. Supporters and opponents alike across New York have been weighing in, from union rallies in several cities and at the state capitol to family farms here in the North Country. The governor was the main speaker at a rally this past week outside the state capitol. He's also been traveling the state to events with Democratic leaders and union members who say $15 will be a livable wage that'll lift low-income workers and their families out of poverty. But opponents say raising the wage another 67% over the current $9 will cost hundreds of thousands of jobs, especially among smaller businesses, who say they'll be forced to cut employee hours or eliminate jobs altogether. The governor did say this week there needs to be a modification in his proposal for agriculture and what he called a special package for farmers, although neither he or his spokesman would offer any specifics. It comes after farmers across the state spoke out this week against a $15 minimum wage.
The $15 minimum wage is one of the biggest issues facing small businesses and family farms in the state in years.
Tony Lapierre, who is the Clinton County Farm Bureau president, milks 500 cows on his family's dairy farm near Coopersville, New York. He employs 8 full-time and 4 part-time workers.
It's going to have a profound effect on operations in many ways. We provide health insurance for our employees, and that is something we are not going to be able to provide for them because of the increased labor costs that we are going to incur with the higher minimum wage.
Lapierre says some farms will have no choice but to lay off workers and turn to technology, like automated milking parlors.
And basically what robotics will do is it will eliminate a third of our workforce.
And farms that can't afford the hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in new technology, face the possibility of going out of business.
So we have to start looking at investing in robotics, which with milk prices what they're going to be this year, you're going to see more farms close.
Lapierre says unlike other businesses, dairy farmers can't simply raise their prices and charge more for their milk to make up the difference. Milk is a commodity with prices set by the market.
We aren't able to pass these costs on to consumers. So how are businesses going to deal with this? If we are at $15 and our neighboring states, say Pennsylvania, is still at $7.25, how are we going to compete?
The farmers were joined by Chamber of Commerce President Gary Douglas, who said the Chamber's annual survey of hundreds of businesses showed strong opposition to $15, and that nearly 90% said there should be a different minimum wage between upstate and New York City, an idea Douglas said the state should consider.
The governor started the conversation. There's a lot of elements to it that have come forward since the conversation was started. Let's take the time to get this right and not just get it passed. Let's spend another year to really look at figuring out, should it be regional? Should it be downstate versus upstate? What differentials would they be? Would it just be upstate or could it be regions of upstate? Let's have a good look at that. Let's see what those numbers look like. Let's make sure we take a good look at sectors that function so differently than others, like agriculture.